In the Bible, specifically in the book of Genesis, Cain and Abel are the sons of Adam and Eve. Cain is a farmer and Abel is a sheep herder. Both make sacrifices to God. But God, at this point in time, he's choosing favorites, and his favorite is Abel. This pisses Cain off. As a matter of fact, it gets Cain so angry that eventually he murders his brother. God, understandably, at this point is like, dude, the fuck? And Cain is like, I just killed my brother. So, God in this circumstance curses Cain, makes it so that he will forever wander, never have a home, makes it so that he will bear a mark, that everyone knows that he's cursed, and also makes it so that he cannot be harmed and cannot be killed by other men, so that he might not seek death. And then he's just unleashed. He's sent off. Now, there's a lot of debate amongst every Abrahamic religion about what the curse of Cain looks like. There's no real answer, but everyone's got ideas. This letter is to President Joseph F. Smith from Salt Lake City. Dear brother, in relation to the subject of the visit of Cain to brother David W. Patton in the state of Tennessee, about which you wrote to me, I will say that according to the best of my recollection, it was in the month of September 1835. It was in the evening, just twilight, when Brother Patton rode up to my father's house, alighted from his mule, and came into the home. The family immediately observed that his countenance was quite changed. My mother, having first noticed his changed appearance, said, Brother Patton, are you sick? He replied that he was not, but had just met with a very remarkable personage who had represented himself as being Cain, who murdered his brother Abel. He went on to tell the circumstance, and, as near as I can recall, in the following language. I was riding along the road on my mule. I suddenly noticed a very strange personage walking beside me. He walked along beside me for about 2 miles. His head was about even with my shoulders as I sat in my saddle. He wore no clothing, but was covered with hair. His skin was very dark. I asked him where he dwelt, and he replied that he had no home, that he was a wanderer, that he had earnestly sought death during his sojourn upon the earth, but that he could not die, and his mission was to destroy the souls of men. About the time he expressed himself thus, I rebuked him in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, and by virtue of the holy priesthood. And I commanded him to go hence, and he immediately departed out of my sight. When he left, I found myself near your house. There was much conversation about the circumstances between Brother Patton and my family, which I don't recall, but the above is in substance his statement to us at the time. The date is to the best of my recollection, and I think it's correct, but it may possibly have been in the spring of 1836, but I feel quite positive that the former date is right. Hoping the above will be satisfactory to you and answer your purpose, I am with the kindest regards as ever, your friend and brother, A.O. Smoot. Smoot. What a ridiculous last name. That was a real last name. This is a real letter I just read you. This is the primary document of evidence for an extremely strange urban legend within the Mormon subculture of the American West, which is that Bigfoot is actually Cain, cursed to wander the earth forever. In case you didn't understand the last few minutes of what I was saying, or like the title of the video or everything, basically in the 1830s, some Mormon clergyman sees Bigfoot, and Bigfoot goes, "Yo, I'm evil, bitch." And the guy goes, "Oh, Jesus!" And then Bigfoot just ash babies himself away. Strange story. This isn't the only explanation within Mormonism for Cain and his curse either. See, in the 1800s, the slave trade was booming, and contemporary religious groups needed to find a way to justify that within the whole Jesus thing. So, they came up with a dastardly little explanation, and plenty of groups across America did this. They claimed that being black was the curse of Cain, and that black people had just been descended from Cain, and God hated them for that, because how dare you kill his sheep herder? That's the god they were worshipping at the time. Mormonism took this idea and they ran with it. Brigham Young, after Joseph Smith was unfortunately, by the state of Illinois, taught the next generation of Mormons that the devil was black. Real thing. That black people were cursed forever to be only the servants of servants because of the curse of Ham, another bizarre, insanely racist story somehow connected to biblical figures by Mormonism. Now, the first LDS written dissent to these claims that, black people were just despised by God didn't come until 1978. You might be thinking, oh, but they came. And they were completely ignored until 2013, when the LDS finally rolled back their official ruling on God hates black people because the United States federal government threatened to revoke their tax exemption status for political activity regarding racism. So this brief little foray into Mormonism, Bigfoot, and the curse of Cain serves as some further elaboration on a video I made a few months back where I did this huge deep dive on the culture of Mormonism and its connection to the alt-right within America. A lot of people were like, Mormonism isn't as racist as you say it is. Well, here it is, man. Here's the screenshots. It kind of is that racist. This isn't meant to hate on anyone, but if you are offended by this video, that's not my problem. That's yours. You should reflect on that. That being said, if you are interested by this video, go ahead, give me a subscribe. Please! Please, I need money! Your subscription means everything to me. It means the line goes up, and that's what the YouTube gods demand of me alongside my soul, my firstborn child that I won't have, and the mortgage paperworks that I may very well never sign. So, that all being said, if you super duper liked the video and you're already subscribed, you can go ahead and comment. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked the video, dislike it. And enough yapping from me. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great time. And until next time, memento mori, but more importantly, memento vivier.